Look at that mess. These games were all starting to get a bit dusty, so I've cleaned the little cabinet that they were kept in, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to do a video. This is mostly Sega Mega Drive games, Master System games, a few Sega Saturn games, and a few boxed Amstrad Plus games. Shall we start with the Master System games? So this is in no particular order really. Here we have an actual proper boxed copy of Alex Kidd in Miracle World, which is the Master System game. And actually I might have an American copy here because this only has English on the back. Oh yeah, it does actually say Sega of America. So somehow I've ended up with an American copy of a Master System game. And we have R-Type. Yep, R-Type was on the Master System. And I got this at a pretty good price. There you go, so a normal European version of a game would have 5 different languages on the back. So there you go, there's R-Type. And here we have the Ninja. There's no license or anything. This is just a basic Sega game, the Ninja. And actually I think this might have been a budget game. It's like a slow moving scrolling shooter, but you're a guy instead of a spaceship. What's this? This is actually just like Shinobi, but they've put Alex Kidd in it. So it's kind of like a crossover between the two games. Rounds 4. There's only four levels in this, so it's a small game. And it says that it was made in 1990. So this was made after the Mega Drive came out. So as you can see, Sega was still supporting the Master System back then. And I've got here Lemmings. So Lemmings was on the Master System, but Lemmings was on absolutely everything. I mean, oh look, 120 levels. That is a big game. And they've got even more languages on the back for that one. But yeah, Lemmings was on everything. I've even got that on the ZX Spectrum and the Game Boy. That is on absolutely everything, that game. Rampart, which I think is a turn-based, it's like a tower defense game. Seems a bit basic to me, but I don't know. I haven't really played it all that much. Miracle Warriors. I think that means no instructions. But a game like this, you probably do need instructions because this is an RPG game. This is one of those classic JRPG games. Oh look, it even has battery backup. Wow. Ah, here we go, Asterix. This is one of my favourite games on the Master System. It's a really good platform game, which I think a lot of people know. A lot of people know about this, and it says it supports 2 players. Does it really support 2 players? I guess it must be turn-based then. And again, 1991, so that was made after the Mega Drive came out. And another Asterix game. So this is actually the sequel to Asterix on the Master System, Asterix and the Secret Mission. And it's pretty much the same sort of thing. Really good platformer. 1993, wow. What a late release. And actually I think there was another Asterix game on the Master System. Speaking of late releases, this is Sonic Spinball, which was converted to the Game Gear and the Master System. But this actually, this was released in 1994. How crazy is that? They were still releasing games for the Master System in 1994. And something weird about this uses the same artwork as the Mega Drive version of the game, but Robotnik is the Robotnik from the cartoon. Yeah, it's weird, that one. And here we have The New Zealand Story, which is that classic Taito platform game. And this came quite late to the Master System because this game was from the mid 80s, and it took ages to come to the Master System. But I find this one to be a lot more difficult than other versions of the game. I can't really get very far in it, but it's one of those rare Master System games that was published by a different publisher, so you've got a white label on the cartridge, which is very unusual. So yeah, there's that. And oh, that's all dirty. I think I'll clean that. I'll clean that before I show that one. And Wonder Boy, another classic Sega platform game. And this is actually a game that's owned by Sega. And I think it was converted to the NES, but the graphics were changed, and Sega kept the Wonder Boy name, but all of the games after this were completely different games. But this is the first one, and this is a really early Master System game, 1987. I should do a video of that one of these days. Oh, here we go. Here's another really good platform game for the Master System. Castle of Illusion. This is completely different from the Mega Drive game, actually, and I haven't really played this, but I've heard that it's really good. So there you go. No instructions though. Yeah, some of these don't have instructions. Oh, here we go. Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon's Trap. So I think this has been rated, well, in Retro Gamer magazine, this was rated by readers as the best game on the Master System. And this is actually what would be called a Metroidvania game now. This was released before that term was coined. But yeah, I can confirm this is a really good game. And unfortunately, it only has a password save. So when you save it, you don't actually get to keep all of the stuff that you have, if I remember rightly. Oh yeah, I've got the first Sonic the Hedgehog game. So this is something that this is obviously a very common game on the Master System. And I think it was a lot of Model 2 machines had this game as a ROM chip inside the machine. But yeah, everybody knows Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, we have, of course, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I don't really like this game all that much. The music's really nice, In fact, the music is really good. And I think this was the best-selling game on the Master System. It's nice that all of the Master System games are completely different games. But I don't know, there's just something about this game that I just don't like. But it's one of the games that came with my Master System. Something that I do like a little bit better is Sonic Chaos. And this is a little bit closer to Sonic 2 on the Mega Drive, actually. One player. They've stopped telling you how many levels there are. The thing about this game is that it's really easy. You can be Sonic or Tails, so there's a nice little bit of variety in it, but the levels are really short and it's just far too easy. But maybe at this point the Master System was for kids. I do actually have this. This is the fourth platform game for the Master System and Game Gear. But I shouldn't really say that because it's not on the Master System. This is a reproduction copy of Sonic Triple Trouble. This is only a Game Gear game. But I saw this for sale on eBay. It was really cheap, actually. And it's just one of those things where it's just nice to have a physical copy of it and to be able to play it on a big TV, even if the colours are a bit dull, because the game's not designed for the Master System. But there you go. I have that. I should do a video of that one of these days. And Psycho Fox, which again is another really good platformer for the Master System. I do like my mascot platformers. This one is a bit weird in how it controls. So it does take some getting used to, but it's got loads and loads of levels, and it's just a lot of fun to play, that one. Psycho Fox. I did a video of this quite recently, Streets of Rage. The Master System version is actually pretty close to the Mega Drive one, but the music is a bit... A lot of times Master System games do have kind of bland music, and I think a big selling point of Streets of Rage should be the music, so really stick to the Mega Drive games if you can. And this is Master of Darkness, and again, no instructions, unfortunately. I think it's fair to say that this is a Castlevania clone. But, you know, if you like Castlevania, then here's a new game for you to try. I remember that being pretty good. Alright, we've got 3 more games here. So this is Jurassic Park, in which, yes, was released on the Master System. And this is completely different from the Mega Drive game. And actually, if I remember rightly, the graphics in this are really good for the Master System. Perhaps this is another one I really should do a video of. 2 more here. So this is Marble Madness, which is that arcade game. That weird isometric arcade game. So I think a lot of people don't realise that was on the Master System. What does it say? Part of pack only, not to be returned separately. Okay. What's to go there? And the last one I have here for the Master System is Aladdin. And again, this is completely different from the Mega Drive game. and I don't really remember this one, but I think it has a mixture of different types of levels, like some auto-scrolling ones and some platform ones as well. This is another one that was released in 1994. So I've got some pretty late Master System games there. So yeah, that's all the Master System games, but that isn't all of the games that I have. I just dug out the other boxed games that I have. I think this is all of them now. Most of them are pretty tatty, and that's probably the reason why I put them away. So we have Penguin Land, which is a puzzle game, and it sort of scrolls downwards, and you have to get to the bottom, or you have to get an egg down to the bottom. And the main character is called Overbite. And also, this is another American game. I just noticed that. There doesn't really seem to be much of a difference between an American game and a European game. Even the artwork. We have Land of Illusion. I don't think that's folded over, I think that's ripped. So this game is in pretty poor shape, unfortunately. And this is yet another Disney game. You know what, I don't think I've ever played this, but I've got a feeling it's just like Castle of Illusion. And I have Bubble Bobble. Unfortunately, this is in really bad condition. It's been bleached by the sun. It's got lots of rips in the plastic cover, and it looks like it was sellotaped together at some point. And you'll probably find there's no manual in there as well. Yeah, there's no manual in there. And we have Robocop versus the Terminator. I did a video of this a long time ago, and I remember this looks pretty good, but it really slows down. It slows down far too much. And another copy of Sonic Chaos. I don't really know why I've got two copies of this. Oh, and I had completely forgotten about Double Dragon. There's a bit of weight to this. So you can play this 2 players co-op. So that is a authentic Double Dragon experience. But if I remember right, I found playing this a bit frustrating because if you start laying into enemies, then they will start punching you right back. So there's no kind of stunning them. It's in really good condition. Oh, it looks like there's a poster in there as well as the instruction manual. Right, so that's all my Master System games.